Well, looking at the overnight market here for May 8th, we see that the majority of the time the market spent below the close. And we really did get a strong rally into the last hour of Friday. And then during the overnight market on Sunday, when the election in France took place, we had this big spike up, leaving an area of significant repair here, and a very poorly formed market profile. But this area of repair from Friday has been well addressed in the overnight market. Now, where we're going to go from here, that's a good question. That's a really good question. We obviously need to go up here to repair that, but that could be left for a considerable period of time. I wouldn't necessarily think that we're just going to run up there and address that this morning, although we could, of course. So we came down and really addressed this. That's, I think, the most significant thing. And from that standpoint, the lows here are okay. But given that the majority of the time was spent below, you would tend to think that the direction that we're going to head here is down. So let's take this out of the way. Now, if I just look at the profile from the 3rd, it brings me to this area at 91.5. And the upper value area is lower than it was if I took the composite all the way back to the 24th. So this being as poorly formed as it is here really indicates that we're going to be coming down. All right. So maybe right around 97. Let's see where we are again. Yeah, a move right into this area makes sense. A move up, and then we're going to short this. That's the only thing that makes sense here. All right, so I'm not too concerned about where we're going to open here. 96 is where we're at now. We're just about 1.5 points from the 0.75. All right, let's take a look at the INX. So the INX, if we're right around this neighborhood, should open down a little bit. But you can see that there's a real desire for this thing to hit 2400, which I think is significant. And it may just make that initial move up, try to hit it, turn right around, come back down. That would be what I would anticipate. And you can see that we were moving in that direction at the close. The high on March 1st, we managed to hit it, 2400, and that's where we were headed. So I'm pretty confident that's what's going to happen first. Probably a bounce into 2400 and then a reversal. Okay, here we are at the open. Okay, quick move up. We're into 2400. And we're short. Coming down to the POC here. Area of repair there. Should drop a little bit. Wants to stay above 2400. We know that's not going to happen. Premium is up a little higher. It's to be expected. Pushing up to the high. I don't think it's going to find anything up there. Oh, but it's trying. It's really trying. To 98. We're shorting this. Come on down. There we go. Got to break below 2400. There we go. Now we got to go quickly back here. Because we got a lot of area of low volume once again on the INX. That target there, low value area from the overnight is 92.25. And that would bring us right in where we have a little bit more history on the INX. So that makes sense. Come right down here, 92.25 to the low. looks like we're heading back up on this, so we're going to pull that trade. I think we're heading back up. That's as far as it wanted to take it. And I'm concerned about this mess in here. Turned right around and hit 92 and a quarter. And for that reason, we went long. We had a I had a limit order in there to take profits. Actually, I didn't. I didn't close that account, and so now we're in a long trade, and I'm not so sad about that. Very nice. There we are. So we can go right back up to 29, or pardon me, 23.99. Fix all that. Okay, we'll come back. See if we get up there. Screen froze. area of repair there. This is going to come down. It's too high. And we do have a naked bar down here. So it could be that we will come down and test that here pretty soon. Came right down to where we expected it to here. I still think we're a little too high on the premium. These lows are, they just look too high. And therefore, the shape of this should come down similar to the RSX over here. There we go. There we go. Okay. That makes more sense. Watch the RSX here. Okay. That should be it. That should take us long. I came all the way down here. Nice. Okay, good. See what it did. Hasn't quite come down to the low. All right, so we got divergent in here. But it's very surprising that we didn't come all the way down. But we went ahead and got long anyway. And we may be premature. I think we're still coming down. Here we go. Well, it just does not want to go down there quickly. But it will. Okay, we'll come back in a minute. Okay, see what's happening here. Little area of repair right in here. Looks like we will make another attempt up. Yeah. Oh, I gotta watch out for this. I think it's going back up. I think it's going to try to hit this. So I'm not going to take a trade until it does. Now just look at the profile here. That makes plenty of sense to come up into this area. And since it's bouncing off of this POC in here, I think it makes sense for this thing to be long, at least for the moment. Well, it decided to go the other way and is now going to down to 92.25 as we had anticipated. So now, perhaps we'll gain some strength and come right back up. we've got a nice divergence on the premium here, so I anticipate this will move up along, and I hope we continue up because we've got a lot of area repair up there. But we're being careful. Okay, we'll come back in a couple of minutes. Nope, that failed as well. So maybe we'll get some strength as we move down one more time. This is right into the area, right in there. Now, let's go back, because we need to look at this area of repair potentially. That's a good idea. Let's go back to oh yeah. Looks like that's kind of what we're about to do here. Yeah, I think so. We're heading down a little bit lower. And if we don't bounce here, then we're heading down. And I would suspect we're going to continue on down. So we'll come back in a couple of minutes and see if that's what takes place here. Okay, so now we've finally gone up here. Moved up to the upper value area from that low that we had identified previously. And now the only question is if this is really going to come down or continue to go back up and go up further. That right now, can't tell. But that big bar, come to think of it, is pretty indicative that we may very well continue up. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized bar compared to where we were previously. Looks like we may continue on up. So now it kind of changes the expectation here. It would look to me like now we are long and are going to continue on up. So getting back into another long trade. Now we went long up here, but we got out. So maybe we can pull back and try to get in again. We shall see. Okay, so we may have the opportunity now to get into a long trade. We're staying just above the low. Trying to get a fill at 92.25 if possible. Should be able to do that. Look at how low that premium is. Okay. And we're in. Okay, but we went all the way down to 92, and we may be going back. We may be going further. That is really what it amounts to. Let's hope not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope, we are going down. We're getting stopped out. And right quick. And see where we came down to the upper value area from Friday. Now, this may give us a bounce, but INX is still moving down. Now, let's take a quick look to see if maybe this thing is just going to bounce back. Yeah, it didn't leave. Yeah, it left some area of repair. This is coming back. Yeah, this area right in here. We need to come back up there and repair that. Now we may go down further before we come back up, but we will come back up. And here we go. So that kind of thing can be a bit helpful if you see this and you don't get stopped out, but you know you were going in the wrong direction. You may be able to take advantage of that so that you don't completely get yourself stopped out when the market drops in the wrong direction and you're long and you should have been short, but now you see where it's coming back, you can kind of ease out of that situation without maybe taking as much of a loss, or if any, from that kind of a move. But you never know that that's going to happen, so it's kind of risky. And see where we went right up to. Good time to short. Good time to short. Now, we got to give that just a little bit more room. I think we'll probably, yeah, went right up to 93, but wait. Reason we say wait, look at where the premium is. Look at where the INX is. Okay. Where's this really going to? That area of congestion right in there. And there was your divergent bar. So I think now it's probably safe to go ahead and short this. Okay, good. So this is pretty much all the time we're going to have here. We're going to finish up this video at this point. But it does look like we're going to continue on down. As you can see right now, we're coming down further on the INX, which is what we expect, maybe a little bit lower and then a bounce again. Low volume right back up here where we were before. So probably a little repair needs to take place up there. So we'll probably bounce back up. That's only about a point. But this area is based on that profile. And chances are, if we go down this low, it looks like we're probably going to go all the way here. Right into here. There we go. All right, we'll just come back and see if that happens sooner than later, and then we'll finish up our video. But we've got an area of repair up in here as well as in here. As we mentioned earlier this morning, the profile, overnight profile, was a mess. That didn't look good at all. And now you can see we're beginning to repair that. And we have that was the close. A little bit of low volume in here, coming down to no, that's not it. Right there, which is right where we are now. Okay, so it didn't quite make it down that far at this point. So we'll see how far it goes up, and then we'll finish up our video. Okay, well, as you can see, we plunged right through that area of repair, and then we went lower, coming back up to correct this area, and down we go on a Monday. Mondays, generally speaking, have a less than 80% chance, slightly less, of hitting the IB, but this morning we have succeeded. Let's take a look at that. As well, almost succeeded. We're just about there. All right, 89.50. We went to 89.75, but that's where the IB projection was. It looks like we'll hit that. Plenty of time to do so. So this has been a good Monday. All right, that completes our video. I'm RSKsys Intl, Spoon Man for Risk.